Hi friends, this is Deep Basu and welcome to my channel Think Deep. I am back again with the review of a latest web series on Amazon Prime called The Bandish Bandits. I'm sure most of you have already watched it. I'm late once again, but there's a reason I watched it late because initially I was not very keen to watch this web series because frankly speaking when I watched the trailer of this web series Bandish Bandits I was not very keen. I found it very cliche. I didn't find it to be very fresh in terms of look or the story. Secondly, this Bandish Bandits, this web series revolves around classical music. And personally, I'm not very inclined towards classical music, so I didn't know how interesting this web series would be. And since it's a web series, not a movie, I was in two minds. And after that, I did go through a lot of reviews, and various critics have slammed the web series. So I was in two minds. I was contemplating. I was almost giving up on it. But I saw the name Anand Tiwari directed by, and being Anand Tiwari, I know he's an actor. He's a very talented actor, and I have seen his work in the past as a director, and he's a good director. And I have a lot of respect for him as an actor. So I said, why don't I give it a try? Anand Tiwari has directed the film, and this movie and this web series has a lot of good actors: Nasiruddin Shah, Rajesh Talang. It has Shiba Chadda. It has Trita Chaudhary. So I really look up to these actors. So I was thinking, why don't I give it a try? Being a self-proclaimed film critic, and let's see. I might beg to differ. So finally, I watched it and I finished it in a span of 2 days. It's not a very long web series, 10-part series. So by the way, I will not say I beg to differ. The web series has its share of loopholes and plot and errors, but I kind of liked it, frankly speaking. Miss, I kind of liked it. It also has all the ingredients of a perfect masala watch. So let me get back to the story. Bandish Bandits, if you have seen the trailer, the story is pretty much there. So basically, the show basically begins showcasing us the beautiful landscapes of Jodhpur. This entire web series is shot in Jodhpur, and Jodhpur is portrayed very beautifully. The DOP has done a great job. So the web series begins showcasing us to the beautiful landscapes of Jodhpur, and then we are introduced to the Rathore, the great Rathore Gharana, which is headed by the maestro, the old-fashioned maestro Nasiruddin Shah. Nasiruddin Shah plays the character Pandit Radhe Mohan Rathore. He's an old-fashioned maestro. He's a Guruji, and the entire Jodhpur knows him for his music, his singing, and he has a great reputation. The entire Gharana, Rathore Gharana, has a good reputation in Jodhpur and is headed by Pandit Radhe Mohan Rathore. Now, this Rathore Gharana is comprised of few members. The older son is Raghvendra, is played by the talented Rajesh Talang. The younger son is played by Amit Mistry, Devendra. The Bahu, Mohini, who is the wife of Rajesh Talang, played brilliantly by Shiba Chadda. And the youngest of all is the very talented Ritwik Bhomik, who plays one of the main protagonists. His name is Radhe in the web series. Ritwik Bhomik, I have not seen any work of Ritwik, but I did find spark in this particular actor, and he has done a good job. So coming back to the story, this is the Rathore Gharana. Nasiruddin Shah is the head of the Rathore Gharana, and he's looking for a lineage because he's about to call it quits. He wants to retire, and he's looking for a lineage to take it forward, take the Gharana, the music, the classical, the reputation of the Gharana forward. So basically, the entire burden is on Radhe because he's not very happy with his older son, who basically does a job. He has given up on music, and his younger son is singing jingles for a living. And post marriage, his Bahu has given up on music. So the only person left is Radhe, his grandson. So the entire burden is on Radhe to take it forward, take the reputation of the Gharana forward, and carry on with the lineage. So this is the story of the Rathore Gharana, and they are very strict, and they are very strict on discipline and no compromise. They always, they give a lot of weightage to good music, quality music, and for them popularity doesn't matter. For them purity matters. So that's the Rathore Gharana for you. So Radhe is the main protagonist of the story, and Radhe plays the grandson of this entire Rathod, Nasruddin Shah. And now Radhe definitely is very keen to take this lineage forward. He's very serious, he's very focused. Though his grandfather feels that he somewhat lacks discipline, but Radhe is always, always wants to prove it to him that he is the next, protege, next person to carry on the lineage. And he's very focused and he's very talented. So this is the story. Now, now we're introduced to Tamanna. Tamanna is the second protagonist of the story. Tamanna is more of popularity, less in purity. She's also a musician, she's also a singer. She's a YouTube sensation. She has a lot of followers, she has a lot of subscribers. She's a big YouTube sensation and she wants to basically crack the international markets. She wants to gain more popularity. But problem with Tamanna is that she's not a natural talent. She uses the help of an auto-tuner to get that perfect voice. On the other hand, Radhe is a real talent. He's raw. He doesn't need an auto-tuner. But Tamanna requires an auto-tuner. She's popular but lacks purity. So as you can predict, Radhe and Tamanna, they cross paths. Tamanna initially makes fun of Radhe and his inclination towards classical music. But when she hears him sing, she is totally mesmerized. And she decides to, set up a partnership with Radhe so that she can grab those international markets. And her dream is to share the platform with a very international artist. I'm forgetting the name, Ellie, I think. Queen Ellie. So that's her dream. She wants to gain international recognition and she wants to share a music video, share the screen space with Queen Ellie. But she's not that talented. So the only way she can do that is to strike a partnership with Radhe, who's classically trained and who can help her, collaborate with good music and produce and churn out good music. So that's a motamoti story how Radhe and Tamanna cross paths and how they work together, what really happens. And by the way, Tamanna has a bad past, a very bad childhood. Her father is a single parent, played brilliantly by Rituraj. Her mother is a very famous socialite, a very famous actress, played by the talented, I forget names here, played by the talented, she's a Punjabi actress. Yeah, her mother. And her mother, Meghna Malik. Meghna Malik plays her mother. She's a very famous and very reputed socialite and actress. And all her life, her mother have always criticized her. And she has always struggled to prove it that she is the best. So she has a very bad childhood, Tamanna. So she wants to prove it even more, especially to her mother, that she is the best. And Radhe wants to escape that mundane life. He also wants to do something new. Though Radhe is pretty focused and really loves his grandfather, looks up to his grandfather. So really you need to watch to find out what really happens. The chemistry between Tamanna and Radhe, will it survive through thick and thin? Will they make it? Will they produce good music? Will the Jugalbandi last? So that's the story of Bandish Bandits. And as you know, Pandit Rathod, Nasruddin Shah doesn't quite approve of pop music. And he only wants Radhe to sing for the Rathod Khanda. But here Radhe teams up with Tamanna and secretly works on various pop music, various music albums. Without them knowing, without his Gharana or Rathod Gharana knowing. So what Radhe does, he becomes a masked man. He wears a mask in all his music albums. He auto-tunes his voice so that his Gharana doesn't come to know. So that's one thing you will get to know whether they come to know or not. Whether Nasruddin Shah, whether Pandit Radhe Mohan Rathod gets to know that his grandson is indulging in pop music, which he totally despises. So now what really happens, you need to find out. So this is the Motamoti story, and they have a lot of characters, they have a lot of layers. And midway, towards the 4 episodes down, Atul Kulkarni makes an entry. He is the stepson of Nasruddin Shah. Now he has a past. He wants a stake in the Gharana. He wants to be the next lineage. He wants to, he basically wants to compete with Nasiruddin Shah. He wants to take over the lineage. So that's one plot point. Shiba Chadda Mohini has a past. So there are a lot of characters, a lot of things are happening, and everyone has a past. I won't say a dark past. Everyone has a past. Rajesh Talang is also a good singer. The older son, Rajendra, I guess. I forget names. I'm so sorry, guys. Rajendra. So Rajendra also has a past. He also was an aspiring singer, and due to some circumstances, he had to give up on his singing. So every character has a past. That every character is very well layered, and a lot of things are happening. The performance is very good, and if I have to talk about the performances are top notch. I love the way all the actors are somewhat given good screen time, like right from Shiba Chadda, Rajesh Talang, Ritu Raj, Nasiruddin Shah, Trida Chaudhary. Trida Chaudhary is in a very small role. She has done a good job and very dignified. I followed Trida's work in the past, and she's a good actress. And a small cameo definitely has a lot of weightage. And the lead actors, Tamanna, and the person who plays Tamanna, Shreya Chaudhary. I know my friends are teasing me because I'm crushing on her. Shreya Chaudhary has had a good role. She definitely suited the character very well. I have not seen any of her work in the past, but Tamanna and Bhomik, Ritvik Bhomik have done a great job. Though critics are saying they are not good enough, both of them have definitely, I would say personally, they have pulled it off. And they suited the characters. So overall performance is quite top notch, yeah. And definitely as the series unfold, various characters they have their past now. So that also they also talk about it. Like I like the past, the story between Atul Kulkarni, Shiba Chadda, Nasiruddin Shah. That's quite a story. I won't reveal it. I won't give out any spoilers. So the characters, the story, everything is quite there. But the downfall, what I feel is sometimes the story becomes very unbelievable of Bandish Bandits. Tamanna and Radhe, they decided on doing role playing because somewhat Radhe, this is his first experience with pop music. He's after all from a classical background. So Tamanna, in order to get him totally inclined towards it, her idea is to role play so that he develops the two true deep feelings for her as well as the music. So they decide to do a role play. She decides to treat him as her boyfriend and vice versa. So these certain things I don't quite approve of. Means I didn't quite relate to it. How can a person so conservative can indulge in such a role play like Radhe? Certain things are pretty unbelievable. Certain things in the series are quite rushed, and I'm sure the writers, I'm sure they had their own restrictions. So I felt certain things are rushed, certain things are quite unbelievable, and certain things could have been edited. So there are certain loopholes for sure. Like first, I was thinking that Tamanna doesn't love Radhe. Tamanna is just doing it for sake of her career. Because first half I was thinking Tamanna is quite a matlabi girl. She's doing a role play. She's only doing it for her own purpose. And she's using Radhe. But later I see Tamanna also has developed feelings. How is that possible? And Radhe initially was quite not keen to be a part of Tamanna's plan. But later he also falls in love with Tamanna. And how and when did Tamanna fall in love? I wasn't understanding because her entire character was fluctuating. Sometimes she was telling people she's just a role play, and he's not her boyfriend. And on the other hand, certain things I was seeing that in certain times I was seeing that she's thinking about Radhe. She's getting emotional when Radhe is getting married to Trida. So all this part I was a little confused of what is happening. Is the character somewhat I was not understanding Tamanna's character graph. That's my personal opinion. And by the way, I shouldn't forget, I really love the performance of Kunal Roy Kapoor. He plays Tamanna's producer. And he has done a superb job, Kunal Roy Kapoor. My God, he's a great actor, man. You should cast him. Kunal Roy Kapoor is a producer, is a very foul-mouthed producer, and he has done a superb job. His name is Argha. And I loved watching him on screen. I was in splits whenever he was coming on screen. His sense of humor, the way he has performed the character. So Kunal Roy Kapoor is a must watch. Another one that Rahul Kumar plays Ritvik's best friend. Rahul Kumar, I think you have seen him in Three Idiots. That guy, that boy, that hostel, that warden. No, I wouldn't say warden. He was part of Three Idiots. And Rahul Kumar, I would love to see him. I wanted to see him again, and so happy to see him again in Bandish Bandits. Rahul Kumar is also a great actor, and he's done a good job. So overall performance is really good. Story was there, and the story has a lot of masala, by the way. It has all the ingredients of a masala movie. So for an audience, I think I loved it. I think you should watch it once. Like, it talks about clash between lovers, clash within the family, family conflicts, love story, fights, friction, twist. So it has all the ingredients to be a perfect Bollywood movie. I'm sure if this was a Hollywood film, it would have really worked. Anyway, I kind of like Bandish Bandits. If I'm only one, I'm sure it has also some. There are few more people like me who have loved it. So please watch it. Give it time if you love entertainment and masala. Do watch it. And the USP of the entire series is the music. Shankar Ehsaan Loy has done a great job, and I love the classical music incorporated in the film. The songs I love. One of my favorite songs. Chherkhani has a great song. I love that song. It's in loop right now. Shankar Ehsaan Loy is back once again. They have done a great job. The classical music incorporated, the way the characters sing, and I love the way the characters are trained, the way they are doing the alap, the way they are, they're singing. Atul, Ritvik, Nasiruddin Shah. I really want to know how they're trained, yeah. Means in order to lip sync that alap, you need the kind of training. I'm really intrigued to know. So music is very good. It's a high point of the film, it's a USP of the film, and once again Shankar Ehsaan Loy will not disappoint you. They have done a great job. So definitely. So Bandish Bandits it is. So do watch it, give it your time. Forget about the review and critics. Watch it and share your feedback. I kind of liked it, and give it all your love. And Ritvik and Shreya have done a great job, and all performers are really good. Anand Tiwari, you have excelled. And I have always watched your work, not only as an actor but as a director as well. And definitely, this is one of your best works in terms of your direction, the visuals, the performance. It's not easy to make a film or direct a web series like Bandish Bandits. It's not easy. So, being a director myself, I really hats off to Anand Tiwari. Love to see your work in the future. Love to see more of your work. Good luck. Good luck to the team of Bandish Bandits, and do watch it. Please, there's no partiality. I genuinely liked it, and I had a good time watching it. So, guys, and tune into the song Chherkhani. You're going to like it. So, guys, I sign off. It's raining in Mumbai. I'm enjoying it. So, guys, sign off. Please subscribe to my channel and share your feedback. I've crossed 18 minutes. My God. Goodbye.